Girl, stop playing with me. I love Girl Interrupted. So let's go ahead and do a movie recap on Girl Interrupted. And as always, spoilers ahead. So, Girl Interrupted is about our girl Susanna, and the year is 1967, and Susanna is graduating from high school. But the thing is, she is the only one in her graduating class that has no plans after high school. Like, she's not going to college. And people, including her parents, think that there's something seriously wrong with Susanna. Like, mentally, they think there's something wrong with somebody being 18 and having no direction in life. And Susanna says she wants to be a writer, but still, she's unsure about that. It's just a lot of pressure on her. And then she has messy relationships. Like, she hooked up with the married professor. She has this dude, Toby, and that's just strictly casual. Overall, it's just a lot for Susanna. And one day, she has a meltdown, and that meltdown is preceded by an attempt. She sees a bottle of aspirin and some alcohol, and it's consumed, but she survives. After the attempt, she's talking to a therapist, and the therapist is like, you know what, Susanna, you need a rest. And Susanna's like, yeah, I do need a rest. So he's like, come on, let's go down the street to this place. They get down there, Susanna signs some papers, and Susanna doesn't even realize she just signed herself to be admitted to a psych ward. Susanna thinks she's just there for rest, so she's not really vibing with the girls at first. So first up, you got her roommate Georgina, and Georgina's disorder is that she be lying all the time. Next we got Polly, and Polly has the unfortunate nickname of Torch because she set herself on fire, and the reason why she set herself on fire is because she's schizophrenic. Then there's Janet, and Janet is offensive, but she has an unhealthy relationship with food. Then you got Daisy, and Daisy's in there for a few things, but Daisy is a daddy's girl, and we are concerned as to how close she really is with her father. But the star of the show is Lisa. Lisa. Now, Lisa is a sociopath. She's dead behind the eyes, but boy is she charming. Like, you want her to like you? She got all the personality in the world. She runs that floor. Lisa likes breaking the rules, and she knows the hospital well, so she'll take the girls, and they'll sneak out of the rooms, go to the tunnels, and have fun. And one night they break into their therapist's office and they read their files. And Susanna finds out that she's been diagnosed with borderline personality disorder. Susanna got a diagnosis. She ain't going home anytime soon, and her parents are clueless and oblivious, so they don't handle the news of her diagnosis well. One day, the nurses take everybody out to get ice cream to celebrate the fact that Daisy is about to get released. But nobody thinks Daisy should get released because nobody believes she has gotten better. And it's not sitting well with anybody that she's about to get released on her own, and she's about to live in this apartment that her dad bought her. Now they're all sitting down eating their ice cream, and guess who comes up to confront Susanna? The professor's wife. And the professor's wife's like, oh my lord, you hussy, they should keep you locked up forever. But hold up, Lisa's sitting right there and she's not having any of that. Lisa is going off on her. She's telling her, don't be pointing your finger in crazy people's faces. Lisa has Susanna's back. And after this, these two become close. Now one day, Susanna and Lisa get in trouble, and all they were trying to do was just comfort Polly. Like, they're breaking rules, and head nurse Val has had enough. After this night, they send Lisa to get the electroshock treatment thing, and Susanna is mad about it. Susanna and Val kind of have some words, but Val checks Susanna. She goes, you're a self-indulgent little girl, and you're not crazy, you're lazy. She's like, get it together before you spend 8 years here like Lisa. Later that night, wherever they were keeping Lisa, she breaks away, she finds Susanna, and those two escape. They have plans to go down to Florida to start new lives, but first, before they go, they spend the night at Daisy's. And they're in Daisy's house, but Lisa doesn't like the fact that Daisy is acting like she got better, because she didn't. She goes, listen, you just changed locations. There's something still wrong with you, Daisy. Daisy's like, Lisa, you're just jealous. I have all this, a father that loves me. I have a chance in life. Lisa goes in on Daisy. She goes, no, nobody's jealous. And as a matter of fact, everybody knows that you and your daddy be hooking up, but what they don't know is that you like it. You like your dad in that way. Daisy is shocked that Lisa is talking to her in this way, and she says, good night. The next morning, Susanna finds Daisy, and Daisy has taken herself out. When they find Daisy, Susanna is distraught. She breaks down. She calls 911. Lisa, on the other hand, robs Daisy, and she leaves for Florida. Susanna returns back to the hospital because Susanna wants to change her life. She doesn't want to be nothing like Lisa. That moment changed her forever. And after this, Susanna starts getting better. She starts being more receptive to her therapy. I mean, Susanna is progressing. She's getting better. She's about to get released soon. But before she gets released, they done found Lisa, and they bring Lisa back to the hospital. Lisa that night sneaks some of the girls out like she used to, but this time she has Susanna's diary and she's reading it to the girls. Lisa wants the girls to turn on Susanna and she's reading her diary, and Lisa gets upset by something that's written about her in the diary, so she starts chasing Susanna. Susanna's had enough and she turns around and she lets Lisa have it. She goes, "Lisa, nobody misses you because you're already dead. You're dead inside and you need this hospital. Girl, you are cold-hearted. You're not a good person. Boo-hoo, nobody likes you." And ooh, it hits Lisa. She breaks down. She's even thinking about removing herself from Earth, but fortunately, one of the girls stop her. The next morning, Lisa is back in confinement. Before Susanna leaves, her and Lisa make up, and Lisa tells her, "Listen, I'm not heartless, I promise you." Susanna wrote some not so nice things about some of the girls, and before she leaves, she apologizes to them. The movie ends with Susanna saying goodbye to everybody as she finally leaves the hospital.